Microphone too loud? Yo, check. Oh yeah, there we go. Get my stuff together. I'm ready to go live.
Thank you, everyone. This concludes the session here for tonight.
I don't need no other stuff on. All right, y'all. We about to get going. Let's go.
Chilling at the house watching bootleg cable.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Chilling at the house watching bootleg cable.
I bought the first Puerto Rican here and put her in the club.
You're now tuned in live. It's Seriously Not Another Podcast. I'm your host, being the Blueprint Ready.
I got her naked laying on the phone with me, texting me while she listening to Jodeci. When I'm out, it's hard not to notice me. I got my Yankee hat wearing all
You could be anywhere, but you are here on this late Friday night. Man, finals went off not too long ago, and you know, I'm not a Lakers fan, but however, I am a LeBron fan, and you know, I mean, you know, they had it right there. They was there, and man, they just, I don't know what it was. All them turnovers, that stupid pass at the end, that was it. You know, that was almost similar to J.R. Smith in Cleveland when, you know, when he did that BS. But I notice it's a lot of LeBron Fox Sports One. He was happy. It was crazy, but you know, man, I was hoping they would have got that, man. They would have gym sweep the whole playoff, and you know, they would have got it for Kobe. You know, had the Mamba jerseys on. That would have been dope. You know, we know how this year played out with you know, with Kobe passing, and he was supposed to be you know, getting in the Hall of Fame this year as well. You know, so them winning that championship night would be super dope. You know, I mean, it made more sense. You know, you're gonna have the people out here saying that it's fixed and all that, but yo, it is what it is. I guess at first we were saying Lakers in 5, so I guess it's just Lakers in 6. Lakers in 6. I want to start off the show tonight. I seen a story. It's on the news. I seen it on social media first. and it was quite ridiculous. It happened in Las Vegas. So, right now it's crazy out there. It's always crazy in Vegas. But 27-year-old guy named Sidney Deal, he flagged over some officers. He locked his keys in the car. They was there to help him. The only way, he locked his keys in the car with his, and the police arrived, and they were like, it's I'm guessing it's hot out there. The only way to get the baby out right now is to bust the window open. And apparently he didn't want his window busted out, which kind of, it sounds crazy. Like, when I first heard the story, I'm like, well, he didn't want his window busted out. Like, if your child is in there, and it's we know how it is. Children have been passing in these cars. I don't know how parents leave them in there. I don't care if I'm just going in the store for a second, gas station. Like, nah, can't do it. But the police arrived. He didn't want them to bust his window out. And the thing that sounded crazy was as a police officer, there's a child locked in the car in the heat. You're not going to bust the window out to save the child when there's a big possibility that this child can die. Don't know how long it's been locked in there. It don't matter how long it's been locked in there, but you don't bust the window out because the dad said he didn't want his window out. And then I'm like, I don't know if the car, that was in the picture was his, but it was like a Altima or a Maxima, and I'm just gonna sound crazy, but he had the baby mama deluxe whip. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, y'all know how it is out here in LA. You bust a window out, you go over there on Alameda, in a few minutes, a little low dive, that's it. Game over. But my thing is, you rather save your car for, your car window over saving your child's life. The whole story sounded crazy. Then I did some digging, of course, I'm a podcaster, what I'm supposed to do. I did some digging, and I came across a comment on one of the posts about it, and basically was saying like the guy was covering up the child. Like, the child was already dead before, the police arrived. I don't know, I don't know how solid that is, but it just sounds fishy. You have, if this is the case, like, you have a Altima or whatever it is, it's your car, I get it, but you don't want to bust the windows out. Oh, he said he didn't want to bust the windows out because he couldn't afford to get them fixed. And I get that. In any other time, I get it 100%. But this is your child's safety. Locked in the car in hot ass Las Vegas. And it's no longer summer. I think it's no longer summer. I think it's fall. Yeah, it's fall. It's fall. But I don't know how hot it is out there, but it's known for being hot out there. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of people that's I don't know if he from out there, just live out there, but a lot of times out there are so used to the heat, like they won't even be out there with the AC on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have the kid in this car in Vegas, but you're not worried about your child. And there's people out here who can't even have children, or they can't be parents, and you have a guy like this. And I'm hoping, it's been on the news and stuff, and it's been posted, so I'm hoping they come back as a false story. But as of right now, that's what it is. I don't know how often the news report BS stories. I would think they would have, all the ins and outs of this story for it to be on the show. Shout out to my guy Dolly, man. Dolly in here watching from YouTube. Said can't afford to replace a child either. You need to be locked up. Vegas still hot as fuck. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's like this. Like now, let's say if I had a kid and I did, I 9 times out of 10 I wouldn't. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't. But let's say I left my child in the car. Keys is with me. My car don't even lock if I try and lock the door with the keys in there. So, but AC on full blast. I'm running in here to grab, I don't know, some juice for the kid or whatever. I'm not just leave him, like, and that's what make it fishy, man. Like, it didn't say where he was at, but where was you at? Where was you going? So important that you left your kid in the car, and this happens a lot every year. Or it's happening. Like these type of parents should be, locked under the jail. That's it's basically murder. Like technically, yeah, that's murder. You left the child, or that's torture, right? I would think that that's torture. You leave, in hot ass Vegas, you leave a child, see, you can leave a grown person in there long enough and they'll lamp out. But man, hopefully that's not the case. And people, and this is the time we in. Like I don't know what that would that clack fall under materialistic? Like, nah, I don't know. Like, let that be my child. I'll bust the window out. If I ain't got the money, I'm getting the black paper. Y'all know how they do it. You get the trash bag, tape that joint on there. If you're from the east side, y'all know how it go. I used to have I think it was a 2003, somewhere between 2003 and 2005, Cadillac sedan DeVille. And one night I was at my pop's crib, and somebody drove by and busted my back window out. And I'm just like, yo, I think I could have got it done, but I just put it off. But I was rolling through LA with a busted out rear window in a sedan DeVille. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care. And that was just, I didn't, it wasn't like I was, busted and saving my child, and I just didn't care. So imagine, your child in there and the possibility that this child can die. That's one story. Then you have Okay, now what if this child was dead prior to you flagging down the police for help? And then again, like you flag down the police for help that you locked your keys in the car. Like these niggas is not AAA. Like they don't carry what they call them, Slim Jims. I don't think they do, but they don't. I think Slim Jims around. Why would they? Like I said, they're not AAA. You called the police to, hit it with the baton? What did you flag down the police to do? Under the jail. Get him out of here. Where are you? I can't even, and like I said, I can only imagine. I don't have no kids, and I hear, my the homies talk about they children, and what they would do, if any harm come their way, and what great lengths they'll go to for their kids. And the things that I heard them, discuss what they would do, it was brutal, as it should. And that was somebody crossing the line, like, touching or harming them. Like, bust the window out, bro. Bust the window out. You can't replay. If Dolly said police ain't AAA, they triple K for real. You know what I'm saying? Bust the window out and be and that's that, man. Like I said, man, you had a Nissan. What is whatever it is, Nissan, Maxima, Altima, all that. Like, bro, those car parts are pretty cheap and reasonable. Bust the window out, man, and. What do you say to your family? What do you say to your wife or your wife or baby moms? What do you say? I'm sorry, it's not going to cut it. I apologize, not going to cut it. That's one of them cases where he's in jail and the family member jump over the I don't know, it was a fence, whatever it is, excuse me, and hop over there and attack him. And if I was a sheriff in there, I'll let him get about 10 seconds on him. You know what I'm saying? That's sad, man. But man, let me turn this up, man. That's tough. So I had and Dolly said, I'll burn up a Rolls Royce to say my kid. Yeah, kids is priceless, bro. Man, please. Speaking of that, I want to say this was Friday, one of these days, last week. I think it was last weekend or something. We had a fire in the alley, by the crib, and it was right in the back of the crib. And I didn't go reaching for, it's you have stuff that's valuable in here that, is way more valuable than, that's, nothing in here is more valuable than life. So when it happened, I'm like, yo, I got everybody from the back of the house, like, everybody go up front just in case. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this stuff can burn. Like, as long as everybody cool, you can get clothes back, you can get whatever, computers, whatever, you can get Social Security, all that stuff. You get all that stuff again. It would be a hassle, but you can get it again. Life, on this earth, nah. So you know, rest in peace to that little girl, man. And hope her pops just burn in hell. But anyway, so last week I didn't do a show. I had a ridiculous migraine. And of course I was late doing this show because of the finals and getting ready. But I had came up last week with some relationship stuff, and I had like, what are the must-haves in relationships? And I put 10, and I'm like, well, I'll put 10, like basically number them from 1 to 10. You know what I'm saying? And in no order, I had connection, sex, trust, reciprocation, communication, love, consistency, quality time, loyalty, and comprehension. And it was a trip that, you know, seeing some of the numberings coming back, and it was pretty interesting. I sent a few people, you know, I even posted it, this thing, and have people, you know, write them down. One being the number one being the, you know, actually like must have, or you know how it go. And now, mind you, this is, you know, in relationships, whether, you know, boyfriend and girlfriend, or husband and wife. And some, like, the numbers, I made 2 lists, and I think they damn near the same. Yeah, they damn near the same. I got so my first list was, I'll go down the line. Number 1 was trust. Number 2 was love. Number 3 was loyalty. 4, connection. 5, sex. 6, communication. 7, quality time. 8, consistency. 9, reciprocation, and number 10 was comprehension. And I'm surprised that, like, I mean, I put love number 2, which is crazy. Like, I don't think you'll be in a relationship with somebody that you know, you don't love or whatnot. But also, what was one of the main important ones to me was, you know, trust, love, trust, and loyalty. Can you have a relationship without those 3? Can you have a marriage without those 3? A lot of people seem like that wasn't the most important of those 3. And you know, for everybody, everybody's different, you know, but it was interesting seeing where, you know, some of the numbers were put. You know, some people put sex at number 1, you know, which I get it, you know. But as far as, like, you know, a must have or most important in a relationship, you know, would that be number 1? Be in the top 5. You know, number 1, nah. Number 1, nah. You know, I'm more into the whole connection. You know, when you have a connection with somebody and it's deep, you feel it, and it's a whole different type of feeling. Like you just be like, damn, this shit is crazy. Like, I can't believe, this person enjoys doing this, or this person has this personality, or whether it's goofy or whatever it is to your liking, or y'all have that energy, or y'all have that certain thing, the certain things you do, or whatever it is, that connection, which is in my top 5. I got a connection at number 4. Now, can you have a relationship or a marriage without a connection? I strongly doubt it. And there were some people that put the connection joint like pretty much towards the bottom, and I'm like, like it threw me for a loop, because you're not marrying nobody that you don't have a connection with. Well, I'll take that back, because there are some people who get married and just be in relationships for sexual reasons. Some dudes get, that what they call it back in the day, they get that snappy nappy dugout, and they lose it and don't want to let it go, and you get women that get that fire, and like, yo, I'm letting this nigga go. Like, it is what it is. Which I want to see. I'll probably bring it up again next week if I remember. But see if more people, fill it out, or put them in order. And and some of these you have to have one, they kind of like flow together, but it's a tough list though, because if you put, at 10, like for my first list, I got 10 at comprehension. Comprehension at 10. So I mean, similar to communication, but it's like you can communicate, but are you understanding what I'm saying? Is that shit can lead to arguments. Like if you're trying to get what you have to say, and it's not understood, and whatever the case, it can blow up. And it's funny because my second list, sex made number 10, but I'm gonna tell you why. We'll get to that in a minute. My shit is almost like damn near the same, but sex in the second row. Like quality time is important. That time where you had that one-on-one, and whether you have kids or no kids, it's just us. Phones to the side. Whether it's some sort of lunch or dinner on the beach, or movies and dinner, whatever the case it is, where it's just y'all two. No social media, no distractions. Make sure the kids, if you drop them off at your parents' house, or their grandparents' house or whatnot, you put your do not disturb on, and only let the grandparents' number get through, just in case. Quality time is important. We all know that. That's important. But it was interesting because people put that at the bottom. And quality time runs hand in hand with getting to know, your partner. The time y'all spend together, y'all learning each other, which y'all done been saying on like hella podcasts, like, know your partner. One of the important ones is the reciprocation one. Because a lot of times in relationships, some people feel that they love somebody more than they being loved, or they doing more and the person not doing, whatever the case. And when things seem one-sided, or you're not pulling your weight, or the scale is all the way tipped on the other side, you that can lead to an argument and a breakup too. People, yeah, that's tough. I got that at number 9 on the first list. And I know people probably like, who the fuck is this nigga to sit here and talk about some shit in a relationship? Because if you know me over the years, I done been on both sides of the fence, and pause. But I done did wrong and got done wrong, man, and I guess that's why I'm able to sit here and make some sense of this. Like, as you can say, I'm experienced in that field. But I've seen online a lot of people kept throwing the communication out there, but it's communication. But see, the communication that can fall under, I don't know, man. It's tough. But anyhow, I'm gonna get to how or why I have sex, or my second role. My second role, I got trust, love, loyalty, connection, quality time, reciprocation, communication, consistency, comprehension, and at number 10, way at the bottom, is why is that at the bottom of the list on list number 2? Now, understand, well, list number 2, like, that's on some like list number 2 would be like soulmate soulmate material. If sex is the least important in a relationship, that means that shit is like way deep, way beyond, at that point it's spiritual. It's spiritual as hell, and I'm pretty sure everybody that's my age didn't experience that. It's basically saying, like, and I've seen this where and this was a while ago, but men sit and talk, or sometimes they talk about, I done heard niggas say, man, I ain't messing with nobody this long or whatever, and in that same conversation, somebody was like, man, me either, but however, like, I guess like what he was saying, like the connection was so strong and they was enjoying each other so much, and they bond was so immaculate that it was important, but it wasn't like the deal breaker, or if this not happening, this can't happen. And I thought, like, damn, like, if you have all of that spiritual connection, like, that makes that, that would make that much better, right? I guess I kind of well, one of the best relationships is marrying your best friend, or however that shit go. Cross that line, and it'll never go back. But we'll say that for another show. But yeah, so I'm guessing that's like love or relationship or marriage on the spiritual level. Like spiritual level is through the roof. I mean, that would have to, a relationship like that would have to be so dope, meaning like they would have to be like totally like on some can't live without each other type shit. Like y'all done seen these head over heel relationships that y'all done seen people in them, and then y'all done seen them on movies and TV shows, you know, that we do everything together, or I mean, you know, not everything, but you know, we do stuff and they enjoy life together. Like I know a lot of people be wanting like hella space, you know, from they significant other, you know, or you know, there's some people who just be like, shit, fuck all that shit. You know, we out here, we getting it. But yeah, that's crazy. And that goes to think, like, how many people out here are really connected spiritually with their significant other? And if you're not spiritually connected, is that a bad thing? I'm seeing more and more people these days saying that, you know, in today's time or in today's climate, that a lot of people aren't marrying their significant others. I mean, they soulmates. I'm like, what? I don't know. Like that's something crazy. Like you marry somebody. You're guessing. I mean, I'm guessing it would be your soulmate. You're not going to marry somebody just you don't have that connection with. I mean, everybody will want that connection. The best shit is having somebody who you love even when you don't like them. Yeah, you know that. I can like, you know, having somebody to grow old with and be like how your grandparents were. Like, you know, I know. Well, my grandfather on my pop side, I don't think he was into fuck shit, but yeah, my grandfather on my mom's side, yo, yeah, that nigga was out here wilding. That nigga had a child, you know, with somebody else while he was married to my grandma. It's crazy. Let me see. I'm spiritually connected with mine, even when I can't stand her. I need to be around her. Yeah, and that's the thing about having a spiritual connection. It's like your soul like yearns for that person. Like you can, you know, see that person. Like you can look at each other in the eye and just have a conversation without saying nothing. You know, it's just crazy. Like I would think like niggas is out here. I don't want to get married to somebody that's not my soulmate, you know. And sometimes, you know, the people who you thought was your soulmate, you know, maybe they weren't, you know, and you know maybe something happened in the timeline, and you know cards were shifting, you know, damn, the deck was shaking and remixed, and you know, you get somebody else. You don't know, like, do you want to be in a relationship or married to somebody that's not your soulmate? Well, I would say this. I would say married, because you can be in a relationship with somebody that's not your soulmate, and you know they may grow. You know, they may not seem like it, but then y'all grow into that and have that spiritual connection, and you know, make something wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that blew my mind, man. Oh wait, hold on. Before we go any further, I didn't even talk about the merchandise, the King Tut merchandise. You know what I'm saying? We got these joints. You know what I'm saying? Going, wrapped up, ready. You know what I mean? I've been getting into this fashion stuff, and I'm not super into fashion, but like if I wear something, I want to know that, you know, I want to see how I feel, or you know, I want to, you know, you got to go out there and get in the mix and check out vinyls and all that mess, and it's dope. It's a whole new, you know, it's lucrative. It's lucrative, and it's fun. Like I don't get tired of driving downtown. I hate downtown. If anybody know me, you know I hate driving downtown. And I done been downtown like 4 times within the last week. You know, whether it's reeing up on hoodies and stuff, or getting certain samples to work on, and going to look at different spots down there. It's so much stuff down there in that district, man. And, you know, I say, why not? Like, making your own clothing should be like podcasting at this point. Everybody doing podcasting now are, you know, they pushing podcasting like a package deal with entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just push it on people. You know, oh, you do music, or you skateboard, do a podcast. But anyhow, we got the tubs. We got the black, gray, white, the Laffy Taffy pink. They're going for $25 a pop as of right now. You know, I'm fronting the shipping and all that right now, so don't even trip, man. Y'all getting all that stuff, you know. Just also, I appreciate everybody that been buying it. I really was surprised, like, you know, my boy Dolly, shout out to Dolly. I told Dolly, I said, man, yo, these joints selling out quick. I was like, I ran out. I only got a dozen. He's like, man, you supposed to always at least get 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm new to this. Shout out to Dolly, and you know what I'm saying, 7 Saturdays clothing, man. But yeah, I had to drop the plug on the tub. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my 4X and up. I got y'all. Give me time, man. I'm trying to find you know, the right joints for the quality, man. I gotta give y'all the quality, you know. So yeah, hit me up. You can Cash App the 25 to $, you know, Byron Hobson. And when you send it, you can put your address, you know, your shipping name and all that, and it'll be ready there to, like, depending on where. Certain places, like some people been getting their joint in 2 days, and people across, you know, the other side of the states, you know, they've been taking a little longer. But yeah, man, I got y'all. But back to this this here relationship talk, and I'm gonna get up out of here. I think I'm gonna redo this list, and it's crazy. I'm sitting here doing my own list, so it's gonna be my third and final one. I did one straight off the head, freestyled, and then I did the number two with just like I thought of everything that can be there and put sex on the back, and that had to be like the whole, the whole spiritual, spiritual miracle relationship. But loyalty was in a lot of people's top, and loyalty is important because there's a lot of people that don't be loyal when their significant other around, and there's people out here that be loyal whether they around or they in the next few states over or wherever, this out of state or out of the out of the country or whatever the case. Loyalty and trust is very important. And in both my top threes, it's trust, love, and then loyalty. Which I'm gonna do it again. Like I said, I think love should be first because you can't be in a relationship with somebody you don't love, or you shouldn't be, I should say. Consistency is important as well. I think because we all know, you meet a woman one way, and you gotta be consistent. And it's funny because everything on this list can end to the end of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you have too much or not enough of any one of these, maybe comprehension. I think you get away in relationships with comprehension. But if you're not having enough sex, that should be canceled. If you ain't consistency too, But there's so many layers for the consistency talk. Because it can be consistent with what? Some people in material things, consistent with giving all of that, and consistent with, it could be consistent with quality time. Shit. But consistency, you got to be careful, man. Because if you don't keep that same energy, shit is gonna get wild. You have to wake up by yourself. Men and women, because shit, niggas will leave women. For some reason, I guess women don't think men would leave them, but we know women at 86 a nigga ASAP. We all know sex is self-explanatory. I don't think no relationship could last with nothing sexual going on. And as they say, people have needs. People have needs. You gotta feed the needs. Tuz a slogan all 2020. You damn right. But yeah, people have needs. Some people have. Well, I won't say some people. Everybody have a fetish. I don't think I met anybody that just don't have, that don't have a fetish. Whoa, that don't have a fetish. But when these things happen, we know, you gotta feed the beast. So no sex relationship can get your shit canned. And I mean, you know, trust. I mean, trust is self-explanatory as well. Trust, like especially me, I can't fuck with you if I don't trust you. And that's not just in relationships. That's just all across the board. You know, that's why I only mess with a certain amount of people. Only show up to certain events. You know, you see me at a get together event, and I fuck with you. Cause if I don't, I'll be there later, your ass to death, and never show up. I'm that nigga. But trust. You know, whether I can trust you around this money. And you know, wait, hold on. You know what? A lot, and I'm not gonna woman bash, but a lot of women out here, y'all have to be careful on trusting. Well, you women with children, I should say that. You can't trust every nigga around your kid. You know, these niggas be on that, what's the name of that website, man, that got them pedophiles on there? Amber's List or somebody, I know it's a name. These niggas be all on there, and man. And you know, it's a lot of women out here that will have each and every dude they talk to around their kid. Or even, you know, even if they not, it's official. They could just be a toss around, whatever you want to call it these days. A fling. You don't bring the flings to the crib. Not around your kids, man. Come on. So, and come on. Anyhow, but trust. You know what I mean, man? Trust go a long way. If you ever break my trust, man, it's tough for me to, you know, forgive. You know, cause I you know, that comes with reciprocation. You know, and like I said, I done been in relationships where, you know, I done did wrong, and they, you know, if they somehow hear this, they probably be like, this nigga have some nerve. But you know, sometimes you gotta go through stuff and learn, man. But yeah, if you mess with my reality, which is trust, like it's just like, man, you know, because I respect, you know, I do nothing but respect, and that should be reciprocated, you know, whether even when, you know, you're not around, or, you know, can I trust you? Can I trust you to, you know, be consistent, be loyal? Can I? And I have to like even, I think even if I did, or when I do my list over, it's really trust, love, and loyalty is still gonna be in that top 3. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Like I said, I get it if you know, if sex is in the top 3, you know, or if quality time is in the top 3, whatever. There's no wrong, because these lists are based on you. It's all on the individual. But I will look at it sideways, or I will look at your list sideways if, you know, important things in relationships, you know, and love, trust, and all that, all the good shit is at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And it was crazy, man. The thing that made me write this list was, I was seeing people on social media that everybody feel they deserve this type of person and that type of person, and I think the energy you carry around, you have to have a certain energy, and you have to have things going on with yourself, or whatever the case, like whatever is what you're going to attract. If you ain't about nothing in life and you don't do shit, this is exactly what you're going to attract. Niggas that ain't shit, in baby mama whips or whatever the case, this is what you're going to attract. And that's not to say that, there ain't no doctors that attract these people, because, it's doctors and nurses out here that love these type of niggas, that take care of these type of niggas. But when you say you deserve this type of person, or, you should be with this person, you have to think about, what do you as the individual bring to the table? What are you bringing to the table, and what energy are you putting in the atmosphere, in the universe, and to bring this type of person to you? What's your day to day like? You wake up in the morning, are you going to work? You wake up in the morning, you working for yourself. You wake up in the morning, like, what are you doing? What are you doing during the day? Where are you at during the day? Where you at shit? What? Because if you keep attracting the same type of people, and you keep doing the same thing, you have to change. You have to change yourself. And I'm not gonna do that. I gotta be careful. What do you bring to the relationship, and why should you be in a relationship? Because like us here at Townhouse Media, that we done said, like, some people just ain't meant to be in a relationship. Some people just ain't boyfriend material. Some people just ain't girlfriend material. Some people just ain't husband material. Some people just ain't wife material. And a lot of people think they want these type of relationships and don't. You sit and you pray, and you do whatever you do to try and get these people in your life and have these type of relationships, and you get them, and then what happened? You fuck them over. And I'm only speaking from experience. Like I said, I've been on both sides. So yeah, a lot of these people, man, it's what is for those that's listening, what is a deal breaker for you in a relationship? Or fuck it, even dating, like, what's a deal breaker? Like, to me, like, you gotta have a job or a car. If you don't have a car, cool. You got a job, cool. Fuck it. A lot of people don't want to drive. Oh well, people find getting around Uber or city transportation, however they want. That's a personal choice. Cool. But if you my age, in my age range, and you don't have a job, pre-COVID-19, because some people out of jobs right now because they don't because of the COVID-19, and that's totally understandable. But We talking about people that just, that just wake up. And even if you don't have a job, if you working for yourself, which is a job, you being a boss, something. You making your way to it. You on your way to get it. If 2020 didn't show you how to be a fucking hustler or how to go get this fucking bread or how to create opportunities to get bread or line you in line with people to help you get your shit off the ground to get the bread. These fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, if 2020 wasn't a good year for you, and at all levels, because like I said, this COVID shit is tough. This COVID shit is tough, but let's break down this COVID shit. Even with Trump, running around and this COVID shit running around, how bad has 2020 really been for y'all? In the past few months since COVID started out, at one point I was going to work 1 day a week and getting paid for a full 40 hours a week. 1 day a week. Then it went to 2 days a week, 1 week, next week, 3 days. So I'm having like 7 days in between time. Cool. You know what that did? That left me room to be able to create, other stuff and help create or whatever the case. It helped me open up another lane. It helped me, I got more podcasts that's coming, and other people got, my niggas got clothing lines, my niggas got 2020. If 2020 didn't open your eyes to the future, you fucking lost. Yo, if you come out of 2020 the same person you were 2020, yo. I ain't gonna front. Black people been doing all right 2020. Besides, the ill doings of the police brutality and, the other stuff that we got to handle on our own, we've been doing all right. Sorry for the ghetto ear itch. But yeah, just think about that, man. You get out, the saying, you get out what you put in. And that go in everything. Depending on what type of job you got or you starting your company, relationship. Believe it or not, even in relationships, your relationship, if you put your all into it, that reciprocation will kick in and shit will start flourishing and all that shit and everything's reciprocated and, sometimes you all you have to do is show a motherfucker a little bit of something. If you ain't there and you just, however you are, if you just, whatever you're doing, you can pretend like you like a motherfucker and shit'd be different. But that's a whole nother story. That's a game. We'll say that for my guy Dolly. Too much game. He'll conclude he'll conclude that joint. Yeah. You get out what you put in, man. Relationships, jobs, your brand, your marketing, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to end this show here on that note. I forgot to tell. I got the clothes popping, and I'm not gonna say the name. I had the name. Some of y'all see it already, but got the clothing line coming in. I went looking at some material today, boy. Oh my God. The shit that I was looking for, I found it and it was times 10. You want to follow me, you follow me on Instagram at The Real Ben Ready. You want to follow me on Twitter, I'm barely on there, but you want to follow me on Twitter at The Real Ben Ready. Follow on IG, Seriously Not Another Podcast. Follow Townhouse Media. Is it Townhouse Media now or just Townhouse Media is one of them? Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? The Townhouse Media. Shout out to everybody from the Umbrella. Shout out to everybody that's on their way. Shout out to everybody that's out there putting in that work, putting their right foot forward and making their way. Shout out to the people that was brave enough to quit their job and go totally independent. Shout out to everybody that's starting their podcast and their brand up, getting their bread up, keeping their head up. I'm out of here, man. You safe, man. See you in another podcast next Friday.